Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and for today's video we're going to be having a battle from the base set format. So for today we're going to be having a returning deck, the Machamp Alakazam deck, this time going up against the Zapdos Electrode deck. So we'll see which of these two decks can take the victory today. But before we begin, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to my Twitter account, at Holland_Phantom, so you don't miss out on any new Pokemon TCG content. And now with that out of the way, let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Machamp side, we've got Chansey as the active Pokemon, with another Chansey and an Abra on the bench. And on the Zapdos side, we've got Zapdos as the active Pokemon. The Zapdos side is going first, playing Bill to draw 2 cards from the deck, followed by Pokemon Trader to swap out Electrode from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck. The one chosen is going to be Voltorb, coming down onto the bench. Voltorb is going to be the main support Pokemon once it evolves into Electrode later on in the game. A Lightning Energy is attached to the active Zapdos, and that's going to be the turn. Turn passes over to the Machamp side. Let's see what this side can do. Starting off with a Pokemon Trader as well, swapping out an Alakazam from their hand to search for any Pokemon that they need from the deck. And the chosen Pokemon is going to be a Machamp. Machamp is going to be the main attacking Pokemon of this deck once it evolves into Machamp, but it will be needing 4 energies to use its attack once it evolves. The next card is going to be Computer Search. The player gets to discard 2 cards from their hand to then search for any 1 card from their deck. Computer Search, one of the best searching cards in the entire history of the game. And the card chosen is going to be Professor Oak, to discard the entire hand to then draw 7 brand new cards. Professor Oak was the first version of what's it called? Professor's Research in the current format of the game, but this was before supporters were introduced, so it means that you can play as many Professor Oaks as you want per turn. A Doduo is brought down onto the bench. Doduo is a good pivot Pokemon between turns, as it does have a free retreat cost, and a Fighting Energy is equipped to the benched Machamp. And that's going to be the turn for the Machamp side. Turn passes back over to the Zapdos side. Voltorb evolves into Electrode. And a Defender is equipped to the active Zapdos. Defender is going to be shielding Zapdos from all attacks by 20 damage. Followed by the card Maintenance. Now the player has to shuffle away 2 of the cards from their hand into their deck to then draw 1 card. Oh, and it looks like the card drawn was the Professor Oak. To discard and draw 7. And let's see what they get from this new hand of cards. A Bill to draw 2 more cards, so that's 9 cards drawn so far from trainers. Actually 10, including the Maintenance. There's the Lightning Energy coming down at the Zapdos, and Electrode activates its Pokemon power Buzz Zap to knock itself out, so Machamp gets to take a prize, but now Electrode counts as 2 Lightning Energies, which means that Zapdos is now fully powered up to use its Thunder and Thunderbolt attacks. A Computer Search comes down to search the deck for any 1 card, and it looks like the one chosen is going to be a Voltorb. So now it looks like the player is ready to start attacking for the turn. Yeah, there's the attack. Thunder attack, hitting Chansey for 60 damage, and the coin flip is Tails. So Zapdos hits itself for 30 damage, though the Defender reduces that damage down to 10. And now let's see what the Machamp side can do. A second Fighting Energy is equipped to the benched Machamp. Abra evolves into Kadabra. And that's going to be it. It looks like the Chansey is going to be getting knocked out in the following turn with another Thunder attack, as it was not healed during the previous turn. The second Voltorb evolves into another Electrode, and an Item Finder is played to discard 2 cards from the hand to get back a discarded Trainer card back into their hand. The chosen card was a Defender, coming back down into the Zapdos, and another Professor Oak is played, drawing even more cards. So let's see if the player gets any more Zapdos to put down onto their bench. No more Pokemon, but there's the attack. Thunder, another Tails, so Zapdos once again hits itself for 10 damage, but also takes its first prize by knocking out Chansey. And now both sides are tied at 5 remaining prizes. On the Machamp side, Doduo comes down as the active Pokemon, and Kadabra evolves into Alakazam. A third Fighting Energy is equipped to the benched Machamp, and now Doduo retreats to promote Chansey to soak up some damage. And that's going to be the turn. That defender is discarded from Zapdos, as it only lasts for one turn. Now let's see what the Zapdos side can do. Yeah, there's the second Zapdos coming down. A lightning energy is equipped to the second Zapdos. And there's the attack. Thunder. The coin flip is heads. So no recoil damage on Zapdos, and Chansey is hit for 60 damage. But now with Alakazam's damage swap Pokemon power, this Chansey can survive for a couple of turns by moving the damage away from it. A fourth fighting energy is equipped to the benched Machamp. And there's damage swap being activated, moving all the damage away from Chansey and onto Alakazam. And the player is just waiting for the Machamp to evolve, but there has not been any evolutions coming down yet. On the Zapdos side, they played no cards from their hand, going straight for the attack. Once again hitting Chansey for 60 damage with a Thunder attack, and the coin flip was heads, so Zapdos does not take any recoil damage again. On the Machamp side, damage swap once again moves all the damage away from Chansey onto Doduo, it looks like. Okay, so 40 damage was moved onto Doduo, 10 damage onto Alakazam, and 10 damage remains on Chansey. Zapdos once again plays no energies or cards, going straight for the attack. Another heads on the Thunder attack, hitting Chansey for 60 more damage. So the Alakazam is loading up on damage so far. Oh, but there's the Pokemon Center to completely heal all that damage away. Yeah, it's a great combo using the damage swap to spread damage around, letting Chansey soak up as much as he can, and then Pokemon Center to completely heal everything. Though you do have to be careful with the Pokemon Center, as if a Pokemon that was healed has any energies attached, all the energy have to be discarded, which is why the Machamp did not get any damage moved onto it. On the Zapdos side, a second lightning energy is equipped to the benched Zapdos, and then the attack is declared, once again hitting Chansey for another 60 damage. There's all the damage coming down. Now it's Machamp's turn again. The player activates Item Finder to discard 2 cards from their hand to get back a discarded trainer card. And the one chosen is going to be a Pokemon Trader. Okay, Pokemon Trader is now activated, swapping out an Alakazam from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck, so we might be seeing the Machoke finally coming down to evolve the benched Machamp. Actually, no, it was not a Machoke, it was a Machamp! The final form, so if the player already has a Pokemon Breeder in hand, they can evolve into Machamp right away. And yes, there is a Pokemon Breeder. Machamp evolves into Machamp. It's got 4 energy attached, so it's now fully powered up to attack. Alakazam activates Damage Swap to move all the damage away from Chansey and onto itself again. Does the player have any way to get Chansey out of the active spot? No, they don't. They pass the turn. Another defender is equipped to the active Zapdos, and no other cards are played. There's the attack, Thunder. Once again rolling a heads. So Zapdos still takes no recoil damage, and Chansey is hit for 60. The Zapdos side has been really lucky with their coin flips, as they've not rolled any tails for the past, I think, 4 turns so far? Otherwise it would have knocked itself out by now from recoil damage. Okay, damage swap once again moves all the damage away from Chansey, spreading it between Doduo and Alakazam. And turn passes. The player still has no way to move Machamp into the active spot. On the Zapdos side, the player activates energy removal to get rid of one of Machamp's energies. And there's the attack. Thunder. The coin flip is heads. So still no recoil damage onto Zapdos. Chansey takes another 60 damage. And yeah, it's a lot of damage already built up on the Machamp side. Does the player have another Pokemon Center to get rid of all this damage? A 4th energy is equipped to the Machamp once again. Oh, they don't have a Pokemon Center. It looks like Chansey will be getting knocked out in the following turn. Another energy removal comes down from the Zapdos side, once again hitting one of Machamp's fighting energies. And there's the attack, Thunder. So Chansey will be getting knocked out this turn, and Zapdos, does hit itself for 30 damage this turn as the coin flip came up tails. And without the defender to protect it, Zapdos takes the full recoil damage of 30 damage. Doduo comes up active from the Machamp side, and Pokemon Trader is played to swap out Alakazam from the hand for... let's see what Pokemon is going to be chosen. Another Chansey. Okay, that's going to be the third Chansey of the game. Chansey's good for soaking up all the damage, as it has 120 HP, the highest of the format. And double colorless energy is equipped to the Machamp, and now it's going to be coming into the active spot. So here we go, Machamp versus Zapdos. And there's the attack. Seismic Toss, hitting Zapdos for 30 damage, as it is resistant to fighting-type Pokemon, otherwise it would have been knocked out this turn. On the Zapdos side, let's see what they're going to be doing. A third Lightning Energy is equipped to the bench Zapdos, getting ready to attack, followed by a Computer Search to search for... okay, another Voltorb is going to be coming down. It's going to be the third Voltorb of the game. Any more cards coming down from the Zapdos side? No, that's going to be it. The attack is going to be Thunderbolt this time, discarding all the energy from Zapdos, hitting for 100 damage, enough for a one-hit KO. The Machamp's Pokemon power also activates Strikes Back, which hits Zapdos for 10 damage in return, meaning that both Pokemon are knocked out at the same time, so both players take a prize. Okay, a second Zapdos comes up active, followed by Doduo on the Machamp side. The fourth and final Chansey is brought down to the bench, and then the player activates Professor Oak to draw 7 brand new cards. And now with no attackers on their side, the Machamp player is kind of behind. Let's see what they can do. A double colorless energy is equipped to one of the Chansey, which comes up into the active spot. And it looks like the player is going to be stalling with a Scrunch attack. Scrunch flips a coin, and it looks like it was heads, which means that Chansey cannot take damage during the opponent's next turn. The bench Voltorb evolves into Electrode, followed by a third Zapdos coming down to the bench, and no other cards are played. So turn passes back over to the Machamp side. The player benches another Machop, and there's the attack, Scrunch. Oh, but this time it does come up tails, meaning the Chansey can be damaged if the player gets another energy. Yeah, which they do. There's the fourth Lightning Energy coming down onto Zapdos. Zapdos attacks with Thunder, hitting for 60 damage, and also hits itself for 30 from the recoil. Now it's the Machamp's turn. Let's see what they can do. The benched Machop evolves into another Machoke, and Damage Swap activates to move all the damage away from Chansey and onto Machoke this time. Okay. Next, the Maintenance is played to shuffle away 2 cards from the hand to draw 1 card from the deck. So it looks like the player is going to be opting to use Chansey as the main attacker now. Do they have another double colorless energy to attack? Oh, no energy yet, but they do activate their second Pokemon Center to get rid of all the damage from their side. Alright, now the Machamp side is fully refreshed. And yes, they do have the second double colorless energy to take a knockout on Zapdos. It looks like Chansey is going to be the main attacker from now on. Chansey attacks with Double Edge, hitting Zapdos for 80 damage, knocking it out, taking a prize. Though Chansey unfortunately also takes 80 damage recoil, which is huge. Okay, on the Zapdos side, the third Zapdos comes up as a next active Pokemon, though it does not have any energy cards attached. Oh, but the player activates both of their Electrodes, so 2 more knockouts, meaning that Machamp takes 2 more prizes. They're down to a single prize remaining, but now Zapdos is fully powered up. The fourth Zapdos comes down to the bench, and the player activates Computer Search to search for any card. There's a chosen card. Let's see what it was. And it looks like it was an energy retrieval to discard 1 card from the hand to get back 2 discarded lightning energies, and there they are. One of the lightning energies is equipped to the bench Zapdos. And there's the attack. Thunder hitting Chansey for 60 damage, taking the KO. But Zapdos also hits itself for 30 damage in return. And now Zapdos is down to 2 prizes remaining to Machamp's 1. Doduo comes up as a new active Pokemon, and a fighting energy is equipped to the bench Chansey, which now comes up into the active spot. And that's going to be the turn. Yeah, it looks like the player is going to be fully investing all their energy into Chansey as the main attacker. On the Zapdos side, a second lightning energy is equipped to the bench Zapdos. Oh, and there's a gust of wind to bring up the opponent's bench Doduo to take a KO. Doduo is weak to lightning Pokemon, so the thunder hits it for 120 damage, taking an easy KO. Oh, but the Zapdos does take another 30 damage recoil. It's down to 30 HP remaining, though luckily this Chansey will not be able to attack on the following turn, as it needs 3 more energy to use its double edge attack. There's a second fighting energy equipped to the Chansey, so now it can at least use a scrunch attack to defend itself. Before the attack comes through, the player activates energy retrieval to discard a card from their hand to get back 2 of the discarded fighting energies. There they are. Meaning that the player now has enough energy to fully power up this Chansey. They just need 2 more turns to get there. And there's the attack. Scrunch. The coin flip is heads. Meaning that Chansey cannot be attacked during the following turn. The Zapdos player attaches the 3rd lightning energy to the benched Zapdos, and there's the pass of the turn. They can't do anything else. Now Chansey gets a 3rd fighting energy. Chansey just needs 1 more energy to use his double edge attack to finish out the game. There's the attack. Scrunch. And it's heads again. Chansey still cannot be hit. Oh, Zapdos is in a bad spot. It cannot hit this Chansey, and it will be fully powered up on the following turn. But they activate Item Finder to get back the discarded Gust of Wind and bring up the opponent's Alakazam. Oh, and that's going to be the game. Alakazam's only got 80 HP and is hit by Thunderbolt, taking 100 damage. And now Zapdos knocks out the final Pokemon to take the final prize. And there's the handshake. Zapdos is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Hotline Phantom logging out.